Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, February the 13th. Another week has quickly gone by. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the Ability Pack news recap of the week. Again, just an effort to share some of the most intriguing articles, stories that are out there, package it up in an interactive, media to share some of those stories. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Also, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. In each recap of the week, we do also post the links to the actual articles. That way you can read them for yourself. And then also, you can follow Ability Pack on Twitter. We are also on Facebook, and as well, you can interact with us. So on our Facebook page, on Twitter, feel free to connect with us there as well. So the first story that I want to discuss today is it comes from ET, which I believe is Entertainment Tonight. And this past week we had the huge Super Bowl event. We had Lady Gaga performing the national anthem. One of the really cool things about this was that Marlee Matlin, who is an actress who is also deaf, she's an Academy Award winner, had the opportunity to actually sign the national anthem with Lady Gaga. It's actually her second time in doing this, so it's pretty neat. But the article goes on to they interviewed her post the performance to discuss her opportunity to meet obviously just huge superstars there and perform with them, and she goes through and says how she really enjoyed it and so forth. But also on social media there was a little bit of an uproar. Apparently what had happened is in the actual arena during the Super Bowl and during the actual performance on the jumbotron there, they actually included Marlee in the signing for the entire performance of the national anthem with Lady Gaga. However, for the national audience on television, she was excluded from that, and for the right reasons. In terms of the deaf and hearing impaired community, which is just a huge audience that's out there. That would have been a great opportunity to be inclusive. I'm not saying that it had to be like the entire thing, but if they can do the split screen and have it there in the right hand corner or whatever to make it there for the deaf to see Marlee, I think it would have been a lot better in terms of inclusion. And it was just an opportunity. But again, I hats off to Marlee. She did a phenomenal job. But the story is going to be posted. Read it for yourself. Feel free to comment in the comment sections on your thoughts on it. And again, all links to all stories will be posted on the weekly recap. And then also, really cool story comes to us from a website. It's called Different is Beautiful Show. Want to take time to congratulate Carrie Magro. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Carrie has autism, and at one point, Carrie, when he was very young, was actually completely nonverbal. And Carrie has done tremendous work to draw awareness. He's conducted TED Talks before, but he actually has landed his own TV show, which is called Different is Beautiful. So, in this show, so congratulations, Carrie, phenomenal job. But in this show, it's going to be every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Comcast Channel 51 in Jersey City, but also on the website, and then also on the television group that's producing is Hudson Media Group. Both the website for the actual show Different is Beautiful, and then also Hudson Media Group, they do show those streaming as well as far as the replay. So again, the national audience can participate. Basically, when I went through and read the article, his goal is to spread as far as life on the autism spectrum, spreading awareness of what that's like. And just congratulations. And again, we think this is awesome that again, that the disabilities are going to mainstream. We've seen lots of recent television productions, documentaries that are coming on, and this just also in terms of not just the disability community and what it helps us with, but in terms of society in general, of being able to see what it's like. Often people read, they may not get the firsthand experience of what it's like either living or growing up with a disability. And then in addition to that, you factor in that not all disabilities are visible. So hats off again. Different is beautiful. Good luck on your show. I know I do plan on watching these the replays as well. And again, I'm not going to say it every story, but the link will be posted in there so you can read as well. The next story I want to comes from the Washington Post, and this is an important topic, and it really comes to the heart of where Ability PAC stands as far as our national efforts to unite the disability community to advocate for our cause, and doing it in a nonpartisan manner. But in the Washington Post, they posted an article, and it's titled, "The 2016 Conversation Has Ignored Disabled People. Now They Want to Be Heard." So I reached out to Caitlin Gibson, who actually wrote the story, because I wrote the article. I think it was great for her to bring some awareness around this. But here recently, when we watched a lot of the Republican or the Democratic debates, they're talking about legislation, gun controls, they're talking about foreign policy, the economy. But, very seldom do you hear talking about the disabled community in terms of equality for education, housing, Social Security, and then also one of the most important is jobs. And, the mainstream media has not done a very good job of getting that message out there. So there was a group that put together a campaign called #CryptTheVote this past week during both the Democratic debate and the GOP debate. GOP debate, they were asking people to post, whether it's Twitter or Facebook, and use the #CryptTheVote regarding your thoughts. So we're hoping that this will, again, bring more awareness as they go through with the rest of the election cycles as far as the preliminaries. We definitely need to do the media definitely does do a better job of getting folks to understand, if you realize the power of the vote that our bloc has, that 1 in 5 in America suffers from a disability, imagine what that brings to the table in terms of negotiating. I'm a big believer that when you look at all important matters in regards to quality of living, housing, jobs, it's all done through the legislative process. So I know some people say, well, I don't like to talk politics. And when I hear people say that, I'm like, well, it's not that you don't like to discuss it, but we need to embrace it. But we need to embrace it because the power comes to us in the form of numbers and our ability to let our voices be heard. So, take a look at that read. And again, I'm hoping that they will continue to see more stories like this, just drawing awareness that for the most part, this election cycle has left the disability community out of the conversation, and it's time that we unite to change that. The next story is just wanted to share that the Down Syndrome Affiliates in Action is going to be having their annual leadership conference. And this is coming up March 3rd through March the 6th. It will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. And basically what is about the conference is the goal of the Down Syndrome Affiliates in Action Leadership Conference is to provide the Down syndrome community networking events for leaders in terms of resources that they can use for different types of deliveries, from management tips to all those legislative matters. And it's their annual conference, so we just wanted to make everyone aware of that. It's coming up in March, so there's still plenty of time to register, to read. We'll post the link as well in case you want to attend the Down Syndrome Affiliates in Action Leadership Conference. And then also just our fun story for the week, and again, we try to do one of these at least once a week, and this comes to us from ABC News, and it's the titled "Model with Down Syndrome Excited to Walk in New York Fashion Week," and we thought this was pretty awesome. The lady, her name is Madeline Stewart, and she has been given an opportunity to participate in the New York Fashion Week, where she is actually going to be modeling. So we thought this was great as far as inclusion, and as far as her efforts. She really hopes to kind of change the view that society may have on people with disabilities. And in fact, what she wrote on her Facebook post is that, quote unquote, "I hope through modeling I can change society's view of people with disabilities. Exposure is creating awareness, acceptance, and inclusion." And boy, you want to talk about powerful words. So great job to Madeline. We wish you the best of luck in the New York Fashion Week. We're very proud of your efforts, and we just wanted to highlight in this week's news. So that completes my weekly recap. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Spend time with your family, friends. Please, if this message resonates with you, please share this via social media. Get it out there to your family, friends. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook. We'll post all those links in there. So have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk to everyone next week. Thank you.